Now, you can't say I don't put the effort in. For our next story today, I had to leave our studio and go exactly right across the road. Here's a question for you. Where would you go to get your hands on a kalimba or a bouzouki, or perhaps even a dulcimer? I know a place in Brighton. There's a shop for those, and I'm right outside it now. This is in Queen's Road, Brighton, a shop called Hobgoblin. It's a family-run business. It's been around for 50 years and sells all kinds of things for all kinds of musicians, including Sir Paul McCartney, but more about him in a second. Here we are. Hi, Nicola. I'm Danny from Radio Sussex. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Hi, nice to see you.
Thanks for having us in today. This is an Aladdin's cave of beautiful musical instruments. Give us an idea of what you've got on the walls here, on the tables, on the floor, all over.
So we try to specialise in folk and acoustic instruments, so we've got all kinds of things that you don't see in mainstream music. For example, we've got bouzoukis that are used in Irish folk music, and we've got balalaikas from Russia. As well as that, we've got your basics of guitars, violins, flutes, so we try to cater for everybody.
How long has Hobgoblin been going, and where did it start?
So it's 49 years old this year. Next year is our big birthday, and my parents started the business. So Manny and Pete McClellan started the business in Burgess Hill Market 49 years ago, and they'd go every week, and the first thing they ever sold was a tennis racket. But what they'd found was that they couldn't find the instruments they wanted to play for the folk music they wanted to make, so they had this dream of creating a folk supermarket. They moved into a barn for trading for a little while, and then into their first shop in Crawley.
Let's make some noise, shall we? Come on, Nicola. Can I have a go on a couple of things? I tell you what, if you're having a tough morning, just let me calm you down. That's lovely, isn't it?
Those are very popular with sound therapists, the tongue drums.
I can imagine so. That is a really calming sound. This is a bit more Larry. Blimey, that's early in the morning for that. What is this? Because this looks like a xylophone, but it's better than.
It's a balafon, so it's an African xylophone, and you can see it's got these gourds underneath which help with the resonance of the sound.
There's lots of things to strums. There's banjos, all sorts of guitars. Oh, talking about guitars, that's one of the things that Sir Paul McCartney likes about your London shop. Tell us about him.
So I think the first time he came into our London shop, he just came in and said, "Have you got any lefties?" And I'm not sure we did have any at the time, but the guys there had a great chat with him, and he's been back in a lot of times. He's bought quite a few things from us, and including a harmonium, and I think his first mandolin he bought from us. And one of the pictures we've got of him is of him with the maker of that mandolin in the shop. So we're really proud of the connection, and it means a lot to us that he loves our shop.
He says walking through your guitar shop in London is a bit like heaven for him.
No, I couldn't believe that he said something absolutely so lovely, because, as a huge Beatles fan myself, to have been a part of something that he likes just feels wonderful.
So as we know, for shops on the high street, it's a tough time, okay? So you've got an idea that you want to do with Hobgoblin. Tell us what it is, the issues you're facing, and how the future of the company looks.
So the company is doing okay. It's been a really tough ride since the pandemic, which it has for all retail businesses. Now we've been working very hard on streamlining and getting our act together so that we're really well set for the future. But what we don't have is cash to get in the stock that we need to really make our shops the haven that we want them to be, so that we've got everything people have come in for.
Let me work that out. Okay, because these days they see something, they want to buy it, they want it the next day, right? So you've got to have lots of backup stock somewhere. You've got lots in the shop here, I mean, it's absolutely packed, but you need that stuff in reserve, is that right?
That's it, and our buying team have done an absolutely fantastic job with the resources they've had to keep the shops really full and full of really interesting things. But what we need is the kind of bread and butter stock, the stuff that churns through, that we, customers come in for every day. We need to have it every time they come in.
So, what are you doing?
Well, we've started a crowd investment round on the platform Crowdcube. So we've put up 9.5% of the business, and we are hoping to raise up to about 190,000 from people who really value what we do and who would love to be a part of it, so that we can share a little bit of our business with people who would like to share our success. That
sounds a little bit like Dragon's Den there. So you want nearly £200,000 for just under 10% of the business? That's the kind of thing, yeah. That's how we would say it to the Dragons, yeah. How much can people buy as this, like a smallish chunk? Yeah, the lowest you can put in is just under £15, so it can be a very small commitment to be a little part of what we do. What would that mean for the future? It would put us in an absolutely fantastic position to have a great couple of years coming up, and keep all of our shops strong and healthy, and keep all of our shops open. Right, can we play some more things now? Have you got anybody who can demonstrate how to play some of this stuff properly? Yeah, well, luckily, Louis has just turned up. He's the manager here in our Brighton shop. Louis, I'm Danny. Would you pick something off the wall here and give us a little tune? What's your favourite weapon you want to choose from out of this lot? Irish tenor banjo. An Irish tenor... I was about to suggest that. Is there anything I can do? Do you want me to give you some rhythm or anything? No. Do you want... Prepare to be amazed, everybody. beautiful, Chief. That was nice. So what is this, Louis?
So this is a baron, which is a Irish drum.
So you've got a stick for the front, and then also you're kind of putting pressure on the back of the skin to...
Different tones, yeah.
Nice. And the thing is, with the Irish songs, this is probably going to go on for the next 20 minutes now, isn't it?
Yeah, about 50.
Yeah, that's about it. Well, I don't mind, because that's a gorgeous sound. And then you got... What are these?
These drums are djembes, which are African. Often found in a lot of drumming circles on the seafront.
Yes, that would be about right. You must get lots of people wandering in and kind of having a little go. And I suppose, Nicola, this is where I want to bring you back in. So, talking to customers, and actually, that's the thing you can't get when you're buying stuff online, isn't it? Where you get to come in, try it, feel, ask experts like Louis.
That's it, and we're really, really proud and honoured, really, by the people who've come to work with us, because all of our shop managers and all of our shop staff can demonstrate instruments as well as Louis can, and talk about all the things that we've got, and share this expertise that we've built up between us and that we've learnt over the years from our customers and from each other. And give the benefit of that to our customers.
I don't want to be hard-nosed about this, but, you know, you're looking for this funding round. But what do people get back from it?
So you do get to own a little bit of the business, but in all cards on the table, it is a long-term investment. You know, you've got to wait till we're making good money, and then there may be a little bit of a return on it. Or, you know, whatever happens to the business in the future, you own a little part of it, so you own a little part of whatever happens next.
I've got one more thing. Can I turn one of these upside down? Is this what I think it is? This big stick here, is this one of those rain things? Rain things. Okay, this will be beautiful on your morning today. Ready? Here we go. That's all part of the service. Nicola Rain speaking to us at Hobgoblin Music in Brighton with their sort of Dragon's Den style idea. You can check out more about their instruments and that at hobgoblin.com. What do you think of that idea? 0800 232 1045.